Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you had a fantastic day, and as always, I will always hope and pray that you have nothing but fantastic days coming your way. Alright, now let's begin. So fun fact number 39, artist review 9, I am doing Fifth Harmony. I'm going to be looking down, looking up. I had to take notes. I didn't know it was so much information about this group, but Wikipedia had a lot of stuff written down, so yeah. And I had to shorten some stuff because it was like, oh my God, all this writing. My right arm hurts. But I most definitely had to do it because if you've never heard of them before and you don't know anything about them, I need to tell you all the important stuff. All right, so I just had to make sure that I did that despite the long writing, okay? But, you know, I had to hook you guys up, okay? Now, if you already know them, then of course I'm just reiterating information you already know. But if you don't know them, you're about to find out today. And like I said, I took down all the important stuff. So I got you. All right. Now, let me start now. Okay. So first thing is Fifth Harmony or 5H, whichever one. People used to call them either or. They were an American girl group based in Miami, Florida, and they were composed of Allie Brooke, Dinah Jane, Lauren Haregi, Normani Corday, and Camila. I cannot pronounce her last name, so I won't try and embarrass myself, okay? But Camila, okay? They signed a record deal with Simon Cowell's label, Cinco Records, and L.A. Reid's label, Epic Records. So I'm guessing they were signed to both of these at once, but maybe for two different reasonings, I guess. All right. Now I have to start from the beginning, so I have to start in 2012, okay? They all auditioned, slow down, on X Factor as solo contestants, okay? None of them okay, so this is just me assuming, okay, because it was really never explained on Wikipedia, all right? But I assume that none of them moved the judges as solo artists. Like, they just weren't impressed with them as solo artists, which I kind of am a little confused by that, because I thought all of them did great. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird, but maybe to them they weren't strong enough, you know. And Simon Cowell, you know, he's mean, so yeah. So I'm guessing due to my assumption, they were all brought back later on and put together as a group. So that actually did happen. They all were brought back later on and put as a group. And actually, before Fifth Harmony, they were called Laylas. I should have said that at the beginning, but they were called Laylas at first. I don't know why they changed it to Fifth Harmony, but I'm assuming they were called Laylas at the time because if they were supposed to be a group, you need a name. So, yeah, okay? They performed cover songs because, of course, on shows like this, you do cover songs. Rarely do you come in there doing original songs, okay? So they did cover songs, and, of course, they all received positive feedback, okay? Now we're moving on to 2013 and 2014, okay? They finished X Factor completely and were officially announced a group by Simon Cowell, okay? They started uploading music on YouTube, all right? Some were covers and some were original, okay? Miss Moving On was their first song to chart, and it came off of their EP, Better Together. And I think they won their first VMA for that song, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was called Artist to Watch. MTV had an award. I don't know if they still got that, but it was called Artist to Watch or something. I'll try to find the video of them like cheering and getting up. I won't like play it. I'm talking. All right, but yeah, I'll try to find it for you, but it should be on YouTube. All right, but that was their first big award, and I'm pretty sure it was for Miss Moving On. Okay, let's see what else. The EP did pretty good. Of course, it did not like excel. They were still like unknown. Like, they were getting a little bit of buzz, but they weren't too big. So of course the EP did not like go through the roof or anything. All right, but it did pretty good. All right. And, of course, they were performing at small places, venues, malls. You know what you have to do before you, like, before you really, like, you know when you're trying to, like, get your name out there, you got to perform at places like these. So that's what they were doing, okay? Moving on to 2014 to 2015. So their name became way bigger now. Now they're being televised by big networks, okay? Their name became way bigger, okay? Let's see. They released Boss on July 7, 2014, which had a big buzz at the time, and it did go platinum at that time too. Okay? People like Boss, okay? Sledgehammer was, I don't know if that was a second or third lead single, but I'm gonna assume it was the second. Okay, Sledgehammer was the second release single, which was written by Megan Trainor. Okay, but Sledgehammer was released next, and that had a buzz as well. I don't know if it was more. Wait. It was more popular than Boss. It was their highest entry at the time, and it did go platinum. So Sledgehammer was bigger than Boss. My pulse right now, it would feel. Okay, so people love Sledgehammer. Okay. Let's see what else. On December 4th, 2014, they sung at the White House for the national Christmas thing they do, and they performed All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. Of course, they did a cover. That's not their song, okay? Reflection, their album, was released on February 3rd, 2015. Now, 2015, this is where they really blew up. 2014, they were like step by step getting there, but 2015 is when they took off. Okay, they were officially a worldwide household name. Okay, so their album came out. The album went number 5, and it was certified gold at that time. Okay, the third, so like I said, guys, I don't know if Sledgehammer or Worth It was. I don't know which was the second, which was the third. But I'm guessing that Worth It was the third single release, and it was not only the third single, but it was the third single and biggest single from this whole album, and it was called Worth It by it was called Worth It featuring Kid Ink. Worth it, baby, I'm worth it. Okay, so Worth It was pretty big, and like I said, I don't know if it was the third or second, okay? But Worth It is the biggest song off of this whole album. It's currently sitting at 1.5 billion views, if I'm not mistaken, on YouTube, and it probably has so many plaques by now, okay? Worth It was very, very popular, and I still do listen to that as of today because it was a bop. And I had no business singing that in 8th grade, okay? I had no business singing that song in 8th grade. If you know, you know, all right? So, yeah. So, like I said, at the time, Worth It was their it was their biggest single off of this album, and it was their biggest single out of their whole career so far, okay? Okay. And, let's see. And like I said, 1.5 billion views, platinum, all that, okay? And they went on a tour. It was called the Reflection Tour, and of course, they did a bunch of other stuff while doing that. They were on tour and doing other stuff, okay? Moving on to 2015 to 2016. They are still a big name. They did not fade away, okay? On September 23rd, 2015, they announced they started recording for their second studio album, okay? On May 20th, 2016, 727 came out. It was officially released. 727, they chose 727 because that was the day, Lord. Just know that they were formed as a group on 7/27, July 27th, okay? All right. Lord, I was struggling. All right, let's see what else. The lead single from that album was Work From Home featuring Ty Dolla $ign. And that song at the time did great. I think it went number 3 if I'm not mistaken. I think it was platinum not too long after. Okay, I don't think it took too long for it to go platinum. Currently, it's sitting at 2 billion views, and it probably has multiple plaques by now, okay? That song was big when it first came out, and it kept getting bigger as it kept going, okay? So people were obviously still listening, okay? All In My Head, in parentheses, Flex, featuring Fetty Wap, was their second leading single from the album. Okay? I don't think that song charted, and if it did chart, it was extremely low, like way down, maybe like way at the bottom probably. I don't think that song charted. I don't think it did good, and I don't think it's gold or platinum, but it does have a good amount of views on YouTube. Okay, so yeah, but I don't think that song charted for real. But I like the song. This is honest. I honestly thought this was better than Work From Home, but the public didn't agree, so majority rules. All right. Let's see. They went on tour, the 727 tour, and that was promoted by the album, okay? Let's see. They received awards and nominations, of course. All right. Why wouldn't they? All right. And the third single from this was called That's My Girl. And that song was pretty big. It was not bigger than Work From Home, but it was big. People were like featuring that in trailers and all that. That's My Girl was pretty big, but it just wasn't bigger than Work From Home, all right? Now, 727, the album, was still growing in terms of sales. So It was platinum, then 2X and 3X. You know, it was still going, okay? Now here's some sad news. On December 18th, 2016, Camila left the group. Now, I don't think a reasoning was ever stated. If there was a reasoning, I'll just throw it in here. You know, you can just read it, but I don't think she really gave a legit reasoning. But, I mean, I'm sure she gave a reasoning, but maybe not to the public, okay? But if I'm wrong, again, put it in here and you can read it, okay? But the other 4 members stayed, okay? The group did not disband just because she left, okay? They were still a group, all right? Still Fifth Harmony. The name didn't change, okay? In 2017 and 2018, the group made their first appearance again as a 4-piece as the People's Choice Awards in 2017, obviously, okay? They won an award from there as well, so yes, I assume it was for work from home, all right? On June 2nd, 2017, they released a song called Down featuring Gucci Mane. I'm gonna keep loving you down. Okay, that song was kind of cheesy. Like at the time it was a bop, but that song is a little cheesy. I don't know what I don't know. Maybe they were just trying to hurry up and just throw something out there, but you know, it's kind of cheesy now. But Gucci Mane's verse was pretty good, so I'll have to give it that. Give credit where it's due, okay? Anyway, but the song did do pretty good, okay? I don't think it did as good as Work From Home, but it did, like, because this was supposed to be their leading single. So, you know, I don't think it did that good, all right? But, I mean, it's kind of expected. They don't have a member, so, you know, things are a little different, you know. But it is what it is. They performed this song on the Jimmy Fallon show, late night, I think. I watch Jimmy Fallon. I'm guessing he comes on at night, all right? On August 25th, 2017, they released their self-titled album, Fifth Harmony, self-titled, okay? They performed at the AMAs, sorry. They performed at the VMAs, and they were accused of shading their member, Camila. And if I could find that video of them, like, showing you like why people feel like they were throwing shade, I will throw it in here because it was funny. Like when I was watching it at the time, I thought it was like so funny. I'm like, dang, that's how y'all feel. But I mean, you know, you'll be a little shady too, a little petty as well. You know what I mean? I thought it was funny though. All right, and of course they performed Down. Okay, Down was what they performed. Gucci Mane came out with his wife, Keisha Kaora. Okay, it was cute. I liked it. All right. And they also performed Angel. So they performed Down and Angel. I think they performed Angel first and then Down, okay? In that order, all right? And their third release single from this was called He Like That. Okay? Oh, wait, I didn't even play Angel for you. This is Angel. Okay? So, yes. On October 26, 2017, they released Por Favor featuring Pitbull. I'd never heard Por Favor before. I mean, I didn't really want to listen to it then, and I still don't want to listen to it now. So I don't know why. I like Fifth Harmony and Pitbull, so I don't know. I don't know why I didn't want to listen to it. All right, and I don't know how it charted. I'm guessing it charted. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Of course, they went on tour. It was called PSA, okay? And they did other performances as well. You know, the usual, all right? Let me see what else. On March 19th, 2018, this is actually the last thing, actually. On March 19th, 2018, they announced their hiatus, okay? And they released one last song. Man, I forgot the name. But they released one last song before their hiatus. Lord, now I can't say it now. So they just know they released one more song before they left, okay?
Hey, you miss me when you don't call.
Okay, so that was the last time you heard from them. That was the last time the public heard from them. And then they all just went away. They went away, okay? So that's it. Well, I'll do that later. But, so let me talk about their discography real quick. The first one was Reflection. Reflection was a good album. Okay. It was good in 2015, if that makes sense. Like, when I was in, if you would have asked me how I liked Reflection 5 years ago, I would have been like, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. If you ask me now, I'm gonna be like, it's pretty good. You know what I mean? You know, I think I think it sounds good the year it came out. But it really wouldn't work now, if that makes sense. Like, listening to Reflection now is like, yeah, this most definitely came out in 2015. Because it most definitely sounds like it. But they did have some bops. I'm not going to be like a hater or nothing. They did have a few bops on there.
We making it clear. I woke up like this too. Hey, if you can do that.
Okay, so, yes. Now, moving on to 727. Now, this album was one of my favorites by them. I absolutely loved 727. And it still works right now. Like, I still enjoy this album now. Of course, you get 2016 vibes from it because that's when it came out. But 727 was my favorite album. When I had a playlist for them, most of my favorite songs came from 727. I really enjoyed that album. It had a lot of bops on it. Okay, 727 is still one of my favorites by them, okay? I absolutely love that album, okay? Yeah. And the last one is Fifth Harmony, the Subtitle album. I really didn't mess with that album for real. Like, I didn't mess with it 3 years ago, and I still don't mess with it now. Like, I just didn't like that album. And then the album cover, I don't know what was going on there. I think they were still trying to, like, I think when they lost their member, like, you know, she left. You know, that's what I mean. I think that kind of like messed them up a little, threw them off their game a little. Because that can kind of mess you up when you lose a member just leaves. You know what I mean? It can kind of throw you off your game a little. So I think they were kind of just trying to hurry up and do something. But I wish they would have taken their time for their last album. Because it's like, this is your last time making an album as a group. You know what I mean? At least until we hear from y'all again. So it's like, y'all could have just left us with something that was like good. I don't think they really did that. So I'll play some of it for you, but I personally didn't think it was that much of a bop. The only song that I really messed with was He Like That, and of course it's the most appropriate song off of there, I think. So, yeah, don't judge me, but yeah, I didn't think it was. I just didn't think it was all that.
Make you go mad. Then crying on the bed.
You know, of course I had to let you hear it, but. Just know I didn't mess with it like that. Okay, that is not the way that you end off. That's not how you end off. Oh, how do I say this? That's not the way that you. That's not the. God, I'm just struggling. That is not the way that you should leave. If this is their last album before a few years, or no, if this is gonna be the last album you release until whenever y'all come back, y'all could have did way better. That's all I'm saying. And even the song that they released, like the last song they released, even I wasn't really feeling that either. It was like, no, I don't know what y'all doing. I think maybe I really do need Camila. You know, at first I'm like, y'all be all right. Maybe I was wrong, okay? Because I was just like, nah, that is not the way you walk out, okay? That's not the way you exit, okay? But anyway, let me just say one more last thing, okay? If I want Fifth Harmony to get back together, but in a way I kind of don't, because it's like, I don't know. I just don't see that happening. Like, there was probably so much stuff going on behind the scenes. You know, I don't think they really mess with each other like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of vibes I always got. Like, Camila and Amani did link up at the Billboard Awards. That was the time I think Hervana, Camila's album came out actually. And Hervana was like big. So I think she was winning awards for that. So they met up with each other. They took pictures, you know, but I mean, they didn't post them on social media. So it's like, all right, that was weird. So I don't know. I don't think they really like mess with each other like that. Maybe some of them do, but you know, and it kind of was like that throughout the whole group. Like the whole time they were together. You know, of course I didn't see it because I was too young, but I mean, I was still young, but I was too young then, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't think they're gonna link up again. And I kinda don't want them to, but I kinda do. Because like I kinda feel like I kinda just wanna hear what they're gonna do. Like what kind of music will they make for this generation? Back then, they were making music for a whole different demographic of people. You know what I mean? Like, the ones who were listening to them then, they're all, like, in college now, working. You know what I mean? So I wonder how they could make music for this generation now. Like I wonder how that would actually like sound, go down. You know what I mean? Like I'm just curious. But then I just have to say no because like I said, I don't think they really mess with each other like that. And also, I don't know. I think they were good when they came out. 2012 to 2017. I don't know if they would really do good now. There's no big groups out right now. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I've heard of a big popular, well, BTS. Sorry, K-pop. I almost forgot. So I'm wrong. There are big groups right now, but it's K-pop. So I don't think they're gonna try that. I don't think they're gonna try K-pop. All right, but I don't know. I'm not gonna yes and no. You know, I know you can't say yes and no, but I don't know, yes and no. Because I slick do miss them. I miss Fifth Harmony. Those are some great memories. So many memories were unlocked in my head while I was writing all that stuff down and listening to music. I was like, man, I miss them. You know what I mean? But then it's like, nah, I don't think y'all really mess with each other. And I don't think y'all gonna fit into this generation. You know what I mean? So, but if they do link up, that's lit. If they don't, it's lit as well. Okay? I don't think there's anything wrong with being a solo artist. But I think Camila's the only successful solo artist. The rest of them are kind of like, I don't know. I feel like if anybody needs to do this again, a reunion again, I don't think it will be Camila. She's doing just fine. Amani, she was doing fine, but I don't know what happened. You know, so they don't really need it. They don't really need it. All right, but you know, like I said, if they link up, lit. If they don't, it's still lit. All right. Now let me stop talking now. All right. That's the end of this review. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't. Comment any artists you want to review on. I got you. Remember, I don't care who they are because more than likely I listen to them. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry I was ranting so much at the end. I don't know what I was talking about. I lost the train of thought. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for staying to the end, and I will see you next time.